Episode 2, Jonbenet Case, the 3-page note. Patsy, Jonbenet's mother, said that she found this note on the bottom steps of the back spiral staircase. Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We respect your business, but not the country that it serves. At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed, and if you want her to see 1997, you must follow our instructions to the letter. You will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills, and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring an adequate size attaché to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown paper bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you to be rested. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money and hence an earlier pickup of your daughter. Any deviation of my instructions will result in the immediate execution of your daughter. You will also be denied her remains for proper burial. The two gentlemen watching over your daughter do not particularly like you, so I would advise you not to provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as the police, FBI, etc., will result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies. If you alert the bank authorities, she dies. If the money is in any way marked or tampered with, she dies. You will be scanned for electronic devices, and if any are found, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but be warned that we are familiar with law enforcement countermeasures and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of killing your daughter if you try outsmarting us. Follow our instruction, and you stand a 100% chance of getting her back. You and your family are under constant scrutiny, as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around, so don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use that good southern common sense of yours. It is up to you now, John. Victory. SBTC. Well, besides the letter being very long, the writer seems very angry. It's almost like a revenge, not a ransom. Like it says, she dies. Okay, I'm going to look over each of the pages. First, I got characteristics. So looking at indentations, it has big indentations before each paragraph. The dollar signs, right here, 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 here. It's good that there's a lot of them. You can see it has two little lines going through the S. Even some of them that are kind of sloppy, you can still see it's two lines going through it. And then next, the 8s. Here's an 8, an 8 over here, and an 8 right here. And if you look at the 8s, it's two little circles. See, there are circles, but it is a figure 8. So it's like a circle and a circle. Much neater, but it is a figure 8. Okay, then next I got college educated. Even though there's some deception right here, business is misspelled and possession is misspelled, but yet they have faction and right here, and adequate and attaché and exhausting. Much more difficult words to spell, and they're more of a person that is a college educated. Okay, and then the last thing we have is the language of the letter. It's polite. Right here, I advise you to be rested. There's no vulgarity in the letter. And then the last thing I wanted to point out is to see 1997 right here. Okay, taking a look at the second page. First thing I noticed is this word change right here. Change to pickup. That leads me to believe that the person knew Jonbenet was dead, because it hints an earlier delivery, like you deliver a package, compared to pickup. You pick up a person. And then also it has all these "she dies" throughout. Okay, and then on here, furthering the educated person, you have deviation. Is that a standard deviation? Particularly, it's not just they do not like you, it's they particularly don't like you. And then authorities, you know, it's not bank tellers or bank employees, it's bank authorities. And then the one that's a really kicker is the tampered. It's not tampered with. Okay, and then the last one, the wording. It has "gentlemen are watching your daughter." And stray dog, I'm going to come back to that. Okay, taking a look at the last page. So percent symbol here, the character. Look at the 100% and then kind of how the percent symbol is written. I can't do anywhere close on this Telestrator. And then the apostrophe. Look at here, don't, and don't, and don't. Look at that, don't. See that apostrophe? Isn't that backwards? It seems backwards to me. Okay, and then looking at the wording. Good Southern common sense. So you're telling me somebody from New England is going to talk to some guy and say, "Hey, that guy's got some good Southern common sense." I don't buy that. I don't think anyone would say that anywhere in the country except for a Southerner would say he has a good common Southern sense. Then we have John. Sounds real personal. Sounds like they're talking directly to the person. And then the last thing we have is Victor. The criminal profile of the author of the note. I feel that the person is college educated because all the note is well written. That the person is 40 years or older because in college they used to write out rough drafts of their papers and they had to type them. The author does not use foul language. Works in an office, not a landscaper or auto mechanic or construction worker, because many of those people use slang and jargon that was not in the note. The author personally knows John because it ends saying John, John, John. And possibly the author is a Southerner. Okay, I think my computer's run out of memory, so that ends this episode, and I'll continue in the next episode.